date thing because it is going to be up to Russia to determine which one will be the perfect soulmate. So, Russia, if you're ready, come on back now. Russia.
Russia.
We're ready for you.
Oh my God, I want it. Oh, she got lost.
She couldn't hear when the microphone was working, but my voice worked just fine. Come on up. Okay, have a seat. Try not to look on the other side of the screen. This is high technology. Now, this microphone is on, but whenever it's time for you to ask your questions, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and lean into it a little bit. Don't be afraid of the microphone. Go ahead and give it a test.
Hello?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
All right.
Hello?
Okay, so we're going to play the dating game. We've got contestants 1, 2, and 3. You are allowed to ask questions to any one specific candidate, or you can ask a question that can be answered by all 3. It's totally up to you. There aren't a whole lot of rules to this thing. So, whenever you're ready, go ahead and, like I said, don't be afraid. Lean in so that everybody can hear the microphone. But take it away.
What are your views on vodka? For contestant number 1.
Contestant number 1, what are your views on vodka?
Vodka.
Say that again. What are your views on vodka? What do I use on vodka?
I believe vodka would be the traditional drink served in the country that this character is named for.
I'm sorry, I don't use vodka.
Contestant number 1 does not use vodka. Okay, our candidate does not seem best pleased by that answer. Do you want to ask that to contestant number 2 as well? Da. Contestant number 2, whenever, same question.
I can't. I'm stuck.
Da means yes.
You use vodka to drink?
Yes.
Yes, okay. We at least have sometimes you use vodka to drink. What else would you use vodka for?
You do not want to know answer.
Oh, that sounds a little bit dangerous. All right, same question, contestant number 3.
Okay.
Well, I think vodka is a very fabulous drink, in my opinion.
She knows who it is.
My use for it is for also drinking, but I have my moments.
Hey,
We're gonna get back.
contestant number 3 has its uses because it's a fabulous drink. Great, let's go on. Do you have another question for any particular candidate or for all 3?
For all 3, what do you think of Soviets?
What do you think of Soviets?
Well,
Now this is contestant number 3 that's answering.
with that history and such, they're quite deadly, but
I'm one deadly efficient.
Oh, you don't use the lid. You just put that back. Everyone knows who it is now.
Now, I don't know if the people in the audience could hear that completely. I heard some giggling, so possibly they did. But please, don't be afraid to get the microphone right up close to your face and project your voice.
Just drink it. Just drink it.
I know, I've had it before.
Same question. This is candidate number 2.
well, what do I think of the Soviets? I think they're pretty darn awesome.
Pretty darn awesome. I got a thumbs up from our dating contestant. So good job with that answer. All right, well, let's send it to contestant number 1.
Same thing as number 2, it's sad.
Oh!
Contestant number 1 said exactly the same thing as contestant number 2. Good answer, but it did seem a little bit stolen. All right, how about some questions now that you're getting to know the candidates a little bit better, some specific questions for specific candidates.
Contestant number 2.
Hi.
Do you like sunflowers?
Yes.
Yes. Can you answer that in Russian?
No, sir.
19.
Okay. Back to our candidate.
Contestant number 1, become 1.
Okay, contestant number 1 has the microphone. What was the question?
Become 1.
Become 1.
Fans.
Maybe.
Was that a good answer? Let's ask Potatoes. Potatoes, was that a good answer?
Tell me the truth. Do you have a PhD in being awful at this?
I don't think Potatoes thought that was a very good answer. All right, back to our candidate. Another question.
Contestant number 3, tell me something about yourself. Important.
Well, I am a reaper, but I'm beautiful in a very sexy, stunning shade of red.
Sexy, stunning shade of red.
Are you English?
I'm a wee bit British, love.
She's like, I know.
Okay, back to our candidate.
Number 3 again. Can you cook?
If you want me to, darling.
So do you have any thoughts about the contestants so far? Anybody sticking out in your mind?
Number 3 is a little scary.
A little scary.
Kind of reminding me of sister.
Oh no. Oh, I wish you could see this. I think you hurt her feelings. It's alright. She looks like she can handle herself. Okay, so contestant 3 was a little bit scary. What about contestant number 2? You've asked a couple questions of that one.
I'm not sure yet.
Okay, contestant number 2. She's not quite sure about you in general. Is there anything that you can tell her, maybe possibly to convince her that you're the right choice? Contestant number 2.
Well, I love Russia, and I seriously want to go to Russia someday.
That can go good either way.
Okay. Now, contestant number 1 has not been asked very many questions yet this round. Anything for contestant number 1?
What is your favorite food?
Hamburgers.
Contestant number 1 likes hamburgers.
And cheeseburgers.
And cheeseburgers.
French fries.
I'm kind of liking this answer.
Ooh.
Maybe a possible connection. All right. Let's do one more round of questions for these candidates.
Contestant number 1. Do you like colder places or warmer places?
Warmer places.
Any thoughts on that answer?
I'd agree.
Ooh, Russia does like the warmer places. Interesting. I pictured that. Okay. How about one point?
You try living in Siberia for a while.
Good point. Good point.
Love
Too bad that stupidity isn't painful. It would save us all a lot of time.
Thank you, Potatoes.
Yes.
Did you hear that? She's going to use pipe on potato.
It's a guy.
All right. Next question. Number 2.
Are you a boy or a girl?
I'm a girl.
Well, that was a simple answer, but definitely to the point.
Number 3. What do you think of butlers?
It depends on what butler you're talking about. If it's this pasta, then...
Fan service.
All right, it depends on which butler. So hopefully that cleared things up a little bit. All right, I think we are to the point where it's time for Russia to make a decision. Candidate 1, 2, or 3.
I pick number 1.
Candidate number 1 has won, so I'm going to ask candidates 2 and 3 to please leave the stage. Now you have to see who you did not pick. Stay right there. Go ahead. All right. First,
That was fast.
the first to leave is candidate number 3, looking very sad.
Oh, you.
Yes, you were right. That candidate was a little bit scary. And candidate 2, could you please give us a wave? That was candidate number 2 that you lost your chance with. So, hopefully candidate number 1 was the right choice. Please walk around the screen and meet your date. How about a big hand for our first couple? All right, thank you very much for playing. Go on back to your seats.